You step on the edge and realize there's no railing, just space, raw nature, and one question that pierces the silence. How close to danger can I stand? This video is about the points on the map that shouldn't be touristy, but they are. Places where the ground cracks, the wind blows like an enemy, and silence weighs more than any words. Places that you can visit completely legally, if you accept the risk. We'll pass through volcanic craters, ice tombs, living mountains, deadly cliffs, and ultra-extreme natural traps. Every frame is a battle between man and place. Every moment is a memory that never fades. And at the end, I'll give you a bonus that's not just a travel tip, but a real hack on how to survive in the most dangerous locations without looking like a tourist who doesn't know where he is. Here we go. Mount Huashan, China, Asia's most famous dangerous trail. Mount Huashan is one of the few places where the dangerous attraction is fully official. The biggest magnet is the plank walk, wooden planks attached to a sheer cliff over 2,000 meters high. The real picture is this. You get a harness, hook a carabiner to the rope, and from there you rely on balance, calmness, and shoes with good grip. Despite the reputation, the real risk is not falling. The belay system works. The problem is another: traffic. Sometimes people go both ways, and you have to squeeze against the rock while the other person sneaks past you. The best time to avoid this is early in the morning or off-peak season. The plank walk is short, so if you want a more serious adventure, combine the route with a climb to the south or west peak. That's where the mountain shows its true character. Mount Huashan is a destination for people who want adrenaline but also structure. The next place, however, is different. There, the ground doesn't hold you, it warns you. Volcano boarding, Cerro Negro, Nicaragua. Descent from a living volcano. Cerro Negro is one of the most active volcanoes in Nicaragua, and the only place where you can legally go down a slope of black volcanic ash at speeds over 70 to 80 kilometers per hour. This is not an extreme photo opportunity. You can feel the heat under your feet and the fine dust that rises with every step. The climb is about 40 to 45 minutes, completely exposed to the sun. Bring water and light equipment, there is no shade, no shelter, and the terrain is loose and heats up quickly. At the top, you are given a protective suit, goggles, and a board. The technique is simple: back to stop, forward to accelerate. The most common mistake tourists make is to relax too much. Falling onto sharp volcanic gravel is not hard, but it is painful. The best time is early in the morning, when the wind is weaker and the slope is more stable. In the afternoon, conditions change quickly and visibility can be a problem. And forget about clean clothes. The dust gets everywhere and there's no escape. Volcano boarding is perfect for people who want an adrenaline rush without the technical complexity. A fast, real experience on an active volcano. And that's exactly what makes it one of the most unique and dangerous attractions in the world. Devil's Pool, Victoria Falls, Zambia. The only place where you can sit on the edge of a waterfall. Devil's Pool is a natural pool located right on the edge of Victoria Falls, one of the most powerful in the world. You step into water that rushes down a 100-meter precipice, and a thin ledge of rock below the surface holds you in place. The feeling is unreal. Calm to the waist, chaos before your eyes. Access is only possible during the dry season, August to December, when the Zambezi is shallow enough to cross. Entry is only possible with licensed guides who assess safety based on the water level. The pool closes immediately at any change in the rules. The rules here are strict because the water is unforgiving. The most important thing is to follow their instructions. The current is stronger than it looks, and body position is key. Cameras and phones must be well secured. If they fall, there's no way to get them back. The best time is early in the morning, when the groups are small and the waterfall is best seen. Devil's Pool is a place where nature allows you to get to the very edge, but only on its terms. And the next attraction is the opposite. There, it's not the water that sets the rules, but the height, and it's ruthless. Trolltunga, Norway. The rock that takes more than courage. Trolltunga is one of Norway's most iconic rock formations, but the hike up is what makes it truly dangerous. The route is about 14 miles, 23 kilometers in total, and takes 8 to 12 hours depending on pace and weather. The terrain is exposed, rocky, and subject to sudden changes in conditions: rain, fog, wind, even snow in early fall. The biggest risk isn't falling off the edge, but underestimating the hike. Many hikers set off too late, with the wrong shoes or not enough water, and find themselves stranded in the dark. The right start is early in the morning, around 6 a.m., to give you time to climb, stay, and return safely. At the summit, Trolltunga looks peaceful, but conditions can change in minutes. The wind is strong, the rock is often wet, and the photo line moves slowly. Although there are no installed railings, the place is safe if you move sensibly and do not step on wet, slippery areas. The best kit for this route is clear: sturdy waterproof shoes, a warm layer, a raincoat, and at least 1.5 to 2 liters of water. Trolltunga is a beautiful but demanding route, combining height, length, and unpredictable mountain environment. Trolltunga teaches planning, not courage. And the next destination is completely different. There you do not climb, but descend into a place that seems to be taken from the underworld. The Darvaza gas crater, Turkmenistan. The door to hell that has been burning for 50 years. Darvaza is one of the strangest and most dangerous attractions on the planet. A huge gas crater in the Karakum Desert that has been burning continuously since the 1970s. The flames reach several meters high, and the temperature around the rim is so high that standing too close is a real risk. And yet, the place is completely accessible to tourists. The journey to the crater passes through desert terrain and requires a 4x4 vehicle. The last kilometers are unregulated, without lighting, and without markings, so most visitors choose a local guide. The most impressive visit is at dusk, when the flames are visible from afar as an orange glow in the darkness. The most common mistake is approaching the very rim. The soil is loose and the heat is inconsistent. Some areas are thinner than they look. Keep a distance of about 1 to 2 meters and be careful with your camera or phone. The heat can damage them. If you plan to stay overnight, camping is allowed, but the desert wind is strong and brings hot air currents that change in seconds. Darvaza is a destination that impresses not with height or speed, but with something more unusual: the feeling of standing next to a phenomenon that one should not see from so close. And if here nature keeps you at a distance, the next location is the opposite. There it presses you from all sides. Caminito del Rey, Spain, the most famous dangerous path in Europe. The Caminito del Rey was once considered the most dangerous path in the world, but it has now been officially restored and is fully accessible to tourists. However, the feeling is real. You walk on a narrow wooden platform, fixed directly to sheer cliffs above a canyon that in places drops over 100 meters down. The route is easy in terms of difficulty, but not in terms of experience. You don't need any mountaineering experience, just sturdy shoes and comfort with heights. The path is about 3 kilometers long, takes 2 to 3 hours, and requires booking because the flow of tourists is controlled. The best time is in the morning, when the canyon is cooler and the light falls softly on the rocks. If there is wind, the pavement can feel more unstable, so don't lean over the railing and watch your technique. Caminito del Rey is an ideal attraction for people who want an accessible but truly strenuous route, a place that impresses with its combination of safety and adrenaline. And the next destination changes the elements. Not height, but darkness and narrow spaces. Cu Chi Tunnels, Vietnam. Tunnels you walk into and realize how narrow it really is. The Cu Chi Tunnels are a historic military network of narrow corridors used during the Vietnam War. Today, they are one of the most accessible, dangerous attractions in the country, as tourists can enter the actual tunnels, just slightly widened to accommodate a modern person. The danger comes not from the structure, but from the space. The corridors are low, narrow, and require kneeling or crawling. The temperature inside rises quickly, the air is limited, and the distance between the walls is so small that you can feel every curve. No preparation is needed, but if you have claustrophobia, the place will put you on edge. The most practical advice is to choose the shorter routes, 20 to 40 meters, if you are not sure how you will react. Entry is with a guide who follows the group and shows where to step to avoid slippery areas. Wear clothes you don't mind getting dirty. The red Vietnamese soil remains on everything. The Cu Chi Tunnels are a combination of history and tension, an experience that makes you feel how harsh life was underground. And the next attraction is the complete opposite. There is no space there. There is just none. Bonus: how to visit dangerous attractions without looking like an inexperienced tourist. Whether you're over a canyon, in a tunnel, or in a cage with sharks, one rule applies everywhere. A prepared tourist equals a relaxed tourist. The most important hack is simple. Before each dangerous attraction, check the local conditions in real time, not general information. Wind, water level, visibility, sea waves, all of these can change the experience in minutes. The second hack, don't rush to take the first picture. First, stabilize yourself. Feet, position, grip, breathing. The camera comes later. Most accidents happen because you're looking at the screen, not the terrain. And finally, listen to the guide's instructions, even when they seem obvious to you. They're not there for show. They know exactly what 2 to 3 mistakes everyone makes. The bonus is simple, but it saves nerves, equipment, and sometimes your trip. The world is beautiful because it is not safe. Dangerous attractions have one thing in common. They do not leave you the same. It is not because of the height, the water, or the fire. It is because of the moment when you understand how little you need to feel alive. People do not seek risk for the adrenaline. They seek it because in those seconds, everything becomes real. The breath, the step, the decision to continue. These places are not for proving. They are for clarity. When you stand on the edge of a waterfall, in a tunnel, in front of a crater, or face to face with a shark, everyday life disappears. Only you and the place remain. And that is where the value comes in. In one day, you see more about yourself than in a month in comfort. And if any of these attractions today made you think, tighten up, smile, or even slightly worry, that is the right reaction. The world is big, wild, and accessible. And most importantly, it waits for no one. Travel is not a collection of photos. Traveling is a moment when you realize you are capable of more than you thought. TravelWise is a journey, not a channel. If you want destinations that are not cliches, if you want places that are not only seen but felt, subscribe to TravelWise. There are no boring itineraries here, no drawn-out stories. Some real experiences and guidelines make every trip smarter, bolder, and more meaningful. Write in the comments, which of these attractions would you visit? And which would you never dare to approach? The next video is already being prepared, and it will be even crazier.